Hey guys, welcome back to another review. So this is a HUANGFU knife. This is one that I think has a sheath issue. Because, yeah, let's do this part first. I've only opened and closed this a couple times. And again, forgive me, I gotta use a monitor over there. While this leather is it's beautiful leather. It's nice, it's thick, it's about 2 mil thick, with the exception of the center here. Beautiful leather. I commend them for using top quality leather on their sheath. The embossing on it's nice. I don't care a lot for the carry style, but you know, that's just me. I suppose you could always put it in your belt like that or like that. Either way. Is that a snap? It is a form of snap. It, you know, just pushes over it. So yeah, I think carrying it like this would be far more beneficial than like this. But either way, that is irregardless of the main issue here. The main issue I have is, if you look right here, you can see it's already starting to split. And that's because of this blade, which is very sharp. I'll do some close-up shots here in a minute, or down here, right there. Could have figured it out. Anyway, the blade is sharp. In order to get it in here, no, it won't focus there. Yeah, it's not going to focus at all. Anyway, to get it in there, you got it. It's literally cutting the leather as you put it in the sheath. There's no two ways around it. Other than that, I like the knife. I mean, it's beautiful. I like the etching on it. It gives it a nice bit of character. The fit and finish, you know, for the spine and belly here, on the handle, nice and smooth. Unlike the other one, which had a little bit of proud, this is all nice. This is nicely done. You can see the etching goes all the way through to the back. This is pinned also. It's beautiful woodwork. I don't like tassels, but that's just me. Some people do. Maybe you can hold it, you know, 2 fingers or something to keep it from slipping out or whatever. You're not going to be chopping with this. No, you're not. Okay, there's just no weight for that. If you wash and keep it clean, this will do a great job for, you know, cutting tomatoes and stuff like that, because you can get a fairly good purchase up here because of the way the blade is. It's almost kind of styled a little bit like a kukri, but you can get a nice purchase up here. Your fingers are away from the blade, as you can see. So I mean, you can really do some fine chopping, some nice slicing with it. It'd do good for feather sticking. A piece of old wood here that I can play with a little bit. It's a little bit big of a knife to try and do it like that, so you'd have to get this in here. I mean, the blade is really fine, so it'll allow you to curve and then flip your stick around and come back. And you can make a nice little notch with something like this. That'd be really nice. I got my mat all dirty. Anyway, throw that back over there. Yeah, it's, now that I take a little bit closer look, and again, I'll show it when I do the close-up down here. Looking at the blade, I can see it has some uneven grind to it. It's not as bad as that one knife that's from a different manufacturer. And I don't believe that it's in such a bad way that it's going to cause issues during use. I mean, I see a spot right here. Hopefully I'll remember to notate that when I do the close-up. But it's, like I said, it's nice and thin. So it's going to lend really good if you're trying to do if you're at a campsite and you're trying to do tomatoes, this would be, or cucumbers or peppers, or especially any of your softer veggies. This will do a really nice job of cutting through it. It should have no issues there at all. Again, overall, I like the looks of it. It's very sharp. Excuse me. The fit and finish is nice, with the exception, unfortunately, of the sheath. Now, Gil over at Camp Patton suggested an oil. While that would help soften the leather, which should be okay, it's not going to prevent the blade from actually cutting. And when I go to do the close-ups, I'll try and remember to get a close-up of this and put it down here as well. Inside the sheath, you can see right where it's cutting. In order to really get this in, you almost have to, you can't just blindly put it in. You got to line it up and get it in, because otherwise, if you're not careful, you're going to wind up continually cutting these threads. And just like on the other sheath, they did a really nice job of the stitching on this. I mean, you can tell they actually put a couple ran 2 stitches and made it in there. But the stitching on this is nice. I mean, it looks good quality. Like I say, the embossing's nice on both the sheath, the little belt loop here, and even on the back side there's nice embossing. And it's not just a general, machine rolled over top of it and did it. Obviously it was done by machine, but it's better than I would have expected for mass produced. Usually you see a lot of inconsistencies when mass production, and this seems alright. Take a look at this hole. While not exactly centered, there is a slice that goes through here, which is probably just to help it, on and off easier. I personally don't care for that, but that's just me. I would prefer the hole stayed symmetric and not have any extra slices in it. That way it doesn't lead to it becoming too loose. With that hole there, in my opinion, eventually over time it's going to get really bad and it's not even going to hold anymore. Same with a straight hole, but I think this is going to wear out faster than just a straight hole. Overall, again, I like the knife. It looks really sharp. It's sharp, but I think they need to work on their sheath if I have to critique anything. So this is a shorter review because there's not, I'm not going to go cutting any veggies right now. But I'll get some close-up shots here and then put those in during the footage of the rest of this. Overall, do I think it's worth the buy? If you need a camp knife that you can use just for vegetables and stuff, then this will fit the bill. No problems. You should be able to slice even an onion with it. Just take care of how you're holding your blade, as with any cutting utensil. But for the most part, I suggest it. If you want a small, good camping knife, then get this one. So until the next review, working on getting a part for the little camping stove yet. I got these 2 little lights to check out. I will try to do one of those next week unless I can get the part for the camping stove first. We ordered one and it got lost in shipping because the part I got wasn't the part I thought I got. So that's on it. So until next time, that's a piece. Peace.